All right, guys, welcome back to Bermuda Grass Central. Listen, we're at the end of the season, and I'm going to tell you this is what you need to be doing on your Bermuda grass in the fall. Here's one of the things you need to do. You need to go ahead and start trimming them hedges. Get that last trim in, and generally we'll wait until we kind of see it slow up. As long as you keep seeing these bright green spots on a dark green back, that means the light green is new growth. But once that slows up, we'll go ahead and give it that final trim. And you see stuff like this, the leaves that are in there, go ahead and try to pull them out. You don't have to pull them all out, guys. Just go ahead and pull them out. It looks a whole lot better to go ahead and get those hedges trimmed for the final time. All right, here's number 2 right here. Let me show you this real quick. Now, a lot of people think that you could put down high nitrogen fertilizer and it's going to store itself in the grass roots and all this and that. Stop putting down high nitrogen fertilizer, even though it's not that high. You don't want to put it down now. I don't care what brand it is. Do not put high nitrogen fertilizer down towards the end of the season, which is like the middle part of fall, really the beginning of fall. Stop putting it down, because what can happen is this. If we get another heat surge, a sunburst, or a warm-up spell, your Bermuda grass will start trying to grow again. It may not grow as fast, but it'll still take on a little growth. Remember, this is Bermuda grass. This is southern warm season grasses. This is not fescue grass. Guys, you are following fescue grass lawn tips and you're throwing down fertilizer when your lawn is going dormant. Don't do it. So stop adding the high nitrogen fertilizer down there. Even though I still got some greenness in it, once you start getting less than 8 hours of sun, your Bermuda grass is going to start going dormant. And here's another thing too. Do not put down a weed and feed this time. Back in the day, Scotch used to have a weed and feed that used to have a nitrogen count of 16. Now all of them are 25 and above. Don't fertilize your yard with a weed and feed. This is Bermuda grass going into the fall and the winter. And here's why. Because the nitrogen is basically going to go to waste. The weed part will probably actually work, but you need to use a liquid nitrogen, a liquid weed kill for lawn formula for your Bermuda grass to kill those weeds off. That way you won't hurt the grass. It's going to take a little longer to kill it, but that's the best way to try to end those weeds at the end of the season without doing a lot of other herbicides. Now, if you guys, if you've been following me and you watch this video right here, all right, that video right there, guys, is the fall and winter and spring and summer pre-emergent application I was talking about. So come around mid-November, you need to be putting down your second round of pre-emergent. If you did not apply any pre-emergent during September and October, you miss your window more than likely, but still go ahead and put some down, because everybody's circumstances and situations are different. You may be able to prevent some weeds, but if you did not put it down and you are used to getting poor, you probably will get poor again. But if you put it down in September, then here we are coming in November, and you put your second round down. Remember, that's just to extend the coverage of the protection that you got from the first round right there. So that's another thing you need to do. That's the third thing, I think. Put down your pre-emergent and get it watered in. It's not going to work unless you water it in. All right, the next thing, while Junior's still getting those hedges trimmed up right there, it's going to be called your final cleanup. All right, now if you got crepe myrtle, now it's not the time to actually cut your crepe myrtle back. You need to wait until the beginning of spring or late winter to go ahead and cut these back. You need all these leaves to fall off, and therefore it won't generate new growth if we just so happen to get another heat wave and that like that. But your last cleanup would be like you see over here in this pine straw bed. I got a lot of leaves and sticks and stuff like that. You could pick those sticks up and get rid of them. I still got some growth for some weeds that used to be there, but I don't know if you can see that, but I sprayed it. It died. I could weed eat them down right there. If it's Christmas time and you're in that pine cone thing, now's the time to come out here and get these pine cones, the big juicy ones like that. Go ahead and make your Christmas decorations. But go ahead and walk your entire yard and see what you need to do, what you need to pick up, what you may need to cut back. I tell people, even though they say don't cut these back until the beginning of spring, but this is kind of like a wild tree growing thing right here. I'll start cutting them back now. I don't really care nothing about that, because your Bermuda grass, you want to be able to get, well, I can get some sun right here. You see it's starting to grow back. Me and Junior cut it back years ago, but it's growing back. That's the time to go ahead and start doing your final pickup. Your little trash, weeds in the curb cracks, go ahead and treat those. Spray them real good with some glyphosate, Roundup, whatever you got. Kill them off as fast as possible before it gets too cold. All right, here's the next thing. If you have leaves on your yard, you want to, excuse me, in the area, you want to blow them. Now, you got to make a decision if you're going to bag your leaves or mulch over them. We're going to mulch over ours. We've got to blow everything out into the yard, then we're going to mulch it up. All right, let me give you a bonus tip. Don't leave these leaves laying on your yard all the rest of the season, because they can become matted. I get it, insects need them for cover, this and that, but we're looking for a great yard. So even though you've been hearing people saying, oh, they said leave it on the lawn. No, after you mulch them up, you can, but don't leave whole leaves like this on the lawn, because wherever it's set at and it keeps getting wet and wet and wet, it's gonna be matted. And that Bermuda grass is gonna struggle trying to grow during the spring. All right, guys, these last couple of things, it's pretty much self-explanatory. If you're getting rain in the fall months, even winter months, don't water your Bermuda grass. If you've been in a drought the whole time, like you've been going like 2-3 weeks with not one drop of rain, then yeah, you need to water at least once a week. But all that excessive watering is not necessary for Bermuda grass. If it's a grass that's supposed to be water, I'm not gonna say it's not drought resistant, but it can go periods of time without water. Fall and winter is not the time to be watering the crap out of it. You need to throttle back on that right there, and save you some money. All right, let me show you something else too. If you got weeds in your yard, all right, you could buy one of those weed kill for lawn hand sprays. Cost about $5-8. You see this spot right here? Go ahead and spray it. Now, note, it's not going to die fast because it's gotten colder. Those things work generally between 45 and 90 degrees. We're at 50, 60 degrees. It's going to work, but it's going to take a long time for it to work. Now, if you got a yard full of weeds, get the hose in and spray them. And with the weed kill for lawn, and spray the entire yard. But don't do a weed and feed type liquid. Just do a liquid weed kill for lawn and spray the yard to help run off the weeds. Now, I do get asked about, should you put down lime? If you're gonna do a blind lime application, fall is the best time to do it, because normally it takes lime 3-4 months to really get into the soil. It's not, even that quick release formula that they say it's quick release, that stuff still takes a while. So now it's the time. Should you get a soil test? That's going to depend up for you. People up north, I think you should get one. People down south, I would not get a soil test until right around February, before I put down my next application of pre-emergent. That way you can get a clean soil test, all right? So if that didn't help you guys, make sure you watch this video right here, all about preventing weeds. It's a good process. You need to watch this video, that's all. Or try some of the others. You're tuned into Bermuda Grass Central with BYD. It's Michael Bowman. The fall, November lawn care. I'll talk to you later.